Thank you for turning to page 121. Today we're going to take a look at a magic item out of the Greyhawk Adventures book from 1988, the Amulet of the Cairn Hills. It's an unsung magic item in my opinion, and a really good one. So we're going to take a look at it and the way we've interpreted it at my table, and why it's good for you, and why, if you got those pesky undead bothering you, it's a good thing to have. Also, I want to take a moment and say thank you. I'm over 2,000 subscribers at this point, and the channel is still growing. So everyone who's subscribed, thank you. Everyone who hasn't, come on in. We talk here about games here a lot. And I just wanted to thank everybody for that, and also make you aware I have a Patreon going, and there are some rewards on the Patreon now. So please take a look at that. If there's anything you can do to help the channel grow, that'd be much appreciated. But now back to the important task at hand. From a Greyhawk Adventures from 1988, the Amulet of the Cairn Hills. Okay, Greyhawk Adventures, we're going to take a look at, on page 76, we're going to look at the Amulet of the Cairn Hills. Now this book, when it came out, took a fair amount of knocks because this was the first, big Greyhawk thing we had post-Gygax. And a lot of folks weren't happy about that. So even in the pre-internet days, you did hear some rumbling about this book. I wasn't one of them. I very much appreciate the Gygax World of Greyhawk, but that being said, that didn't mean for me that other people couldn't contribute. And this book has some nice stuff in it. One of the best magic items out of it is the fabulous Amulet of the Cairn Hills. Originally created to protect the common folk from spirits that haunt these hills, this amulet has become a favorite among grave robbers. It allows a saving throw versus spell to avoid any special attacks from undead. That would be aging, energy drain, fear, disease, strength drain, etc. Physical attacks and spells cast by undead are unaffected by the amulet. A successful saving throw against an undead attack uses one charge, except the following. A 2-level energy drain uses 2 charges, and aging uses 1 charge per 10 years of aging. The amulet has 2 to 20 charges and it cannot be recharged. The experience value is 2,000 experience points when found, and its gold piece value is 18,000. Interesting item here. The first time I read this, I thought, oh, that's okay. I've got a Scarab of Protection. I don't really need this guy. And then I reread it and I went, oh, wait, there's a lot in here I can use. This is any special power, special attacks from any undead. Aging for a ghost, energy drain, of course, fear from a couple of the different ones, disease from mummies, strength drain from shadows, all kinds of stuff that you would ordinarily not get a saving throw against. So that right there is enough to get you excited. And then, when you think into it a little further, it's giving you a saving throw. Okay, that's fine. Well, a saving throw can be added to by magic items. So if I have a +2 Ring of Protection, and I get a saving throw, my saving throw gets +2. So the amulet itself, it gives me a saving throw, and then I get +2 for my cloak. So I've got a much better chance of avoiding this particular undead effect. And then if you take that a step further, and I have a +2 ring and a +2 cloak, now I'm +4, and so on. So all of a sudden, once this magic item was around in 88, we had players who were frantically trying to find magic items that would give saving throws that would stack one atop the other to boost the power of the amulet. So it's one little forgotten, or I don't know if it's unrecognized, but it was something that took us a little while to recognize, is that this particular magic item is kind of an opening of the door, giving you the saving throw, but then the other items allow you to enhance that saving throw. So that was pretty neat. This item is a very powerful item and very sought after in our campaign. I do give them out once in a while, but I'm pretty spare with them. And then the next question becomes, the Scarab of Protection. Does that go and protect you from the energy drain before the amulet does? And there are 2 ways to think about that. One is the Scarab does not allow a saving throw. It simply takes the charges off the Scarab of Protection and protects you from the energy drain. The other is you make your saving throw here, and if you fail it, then it comes off the amulet, or the Scarab rather. I have ruled the other way. Because the Scarab does not allow a saving throw and an energy drain attack, in my at my table would come first from the Scarab of Protection. And by the way, I've done a video on the Scarab of Protection a couple months ago, so just go ahead and look it up. But the Scarab of Protection would be your first line of defense, and it would be drained first. Only after that was done would the Amulet of the Cairn Hills be looked at to be a line of protection from energy drain. It's just the way it makes sense to me, because I don't need to make a saving throw with the Scarab. To me, it's more in the forefront, and it's just the way I've interpreted it. I know that that's one person's interpretation, but it's how we've always worked it at our table. It's very rare. I think I've 2 or 3 characters in my whole history have had a Scarab of Protection and an Amulet of the Cairn Hills, and both of them were pretty high level. But as we all know, at high level, energy drain becomes a real worry. It takes you a long, long time to build up the experience points, 250,000, 300,000 experience points, even at high levels, to get those back. And 50,000 gold pieces for a restoration spell is still nothing to just casually laugh off. So the Amulet of the Cairn Hills, I think, is a fantastic magic item. Interestingly, if you have a saving throw and you have this Scarab of Protection, the Scarab of Protection gives +1 to saving throws too. So that would stack with the Amulet of the Cairn Hills if it was some effect other than energy drain. So, really neat magic item, one that I've really enjoyed from a book I enjoy. This book was dropped in 1988, and as I said, it was the first post Gygax big offering. We had a box set prior to this, but still, it was a big deal that it was a Greyhawk Adventures hardcover, and it was by James Ward. I still like this book a great deal. Some of the spells in here are, a little superfluous. We get the various autos and big Bs and tensors spells, and some of them are good and some of them are just kind of page fillers. But this book is still definitely worth a look. It's available on DriveThruRPG as a PDF. I recommend it. If you don't have it, I do recommend it. It can greatly enhance your game, but it's not really going to add too much power to your game. It's not an Unearthed Arcana type situation where there's so much stuff in here that's going to tip the balance. So that's all I've got to say today about the Amulet of the Cairn Hills. Let me know your experiences with that magic item. If you've had experiences with it, if it's something you're thinking of giving out in your game. I do recommend it. It's a good medium experience point magic item, and definitely of great utility. So that's all I've got to say today on page 121. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you next time.